What's up, everybody?
Hello.
It's your boy, Dion.
And I'm Rome.
Together we are
Dion and Rome. Yes. Come on in here. God parent. Oh my God. And you are listening to what MMI Talks. Okay? MMI Talk Podcast. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? It's Dion here, half of Dion and Rome. Okay, so today we are so excited. I am so excited to have a beautiful and amazing person, one of my first stylists here in LA, honey, darling, the beautiful, the wonderful Destiny. Welcome.
What's up, y'all? Welcome. I'm so glad to be on today.
Oh my God, we're so happy to have you. First of all, if y'all don't know, I've been knowing her for over probably 10 years now. Long time, huh?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. So enough about me.
It's like OG network, like OG.
Oh yeah.
Network.
OG. We go back. We go way back. Enough about me. This woman, she's a woman. She's a lady, honey. She is not just a designer, not just a blogger. Oh, hit her up on her YouTube channel. Make sure you guys go check her out. And then also, she is a mother. She's a wife. She's a singer. She's a songwriter. She's a photographer.
No longer a wife, but we're gonna talk about that later.
She was a wife. Oh well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is MMI.
Later, we can do all tea sessions.
Yes. This is MMI Talk Podcast, hosted by Dion and Rome. You guys know we drop episodes whenever we can. We've been so busy, but we're so excited to have an amazing friend of ours located in Los Angeles, Miss Destiny. Thank you for being here.
What's up, y'all? I'm so glad to be here. Of course, with my OG network right here. And
Yes.
I mean, we just go way back just as far as like music, fashion, just everything. So I'm just glad to be able to talk about this new launching that we have going on.
I love it. Well, let's get right on into it. Let people know who you are, where you're from, and what brings you here today.
Okay, so I Destiny for some of y'all that are a little closer to me, and I am a singer-songwriter, creative. I own a media company here in LA. So I've born and raised here, born in Santa Monica, moved all around, been in LA my entire life. And one thing that I just noticed, me being a music artist, but then me also working in the fashion industry for many years, is I noticed that there was kind of like an area where it was very difficult for artists who are kind of up and coming to be able to find clothes. Yeah. I mean, let's be real. So it's like for up and coming artists, let's say, you're on a tight budget, maybe you don't have a stylist, and you're out here trying to like network, do the whole club scene, do red carpet scenes, all that kind of stuff. They were really missing kind of something in the industry to be able to help them be able to develop their style, something where they can, they can pull pieces, a place where they can rent pieces that they can be super exclusive. Because I mean, as you know, there's tons of showrooms all around LA. Tons, and stylists come and pull from them for the Grammys, for any award show, red carpet events, all that. But they are very exclusive. So unless you are Nicki Minaj or Doja Cat or somebody like that, they're not going to let you pull pieces from their showroom that are $1,500, that are $2,000, even $5,000.
Exactly.
So I was really kind of looking at the market and seeing that there was something missing there for up and coming artists to be able to go to a showroom and to pull something that's within their price range that they could do on their own, regardless whether they have a relationship with a stylist or not. And that's kind of what I wanted to develop with ID Exhibit.
Oh my God, that is so awesome because, our listeners, you guys already know Rome and I, we have our background in fashion styling, creative directing, and, our company, House of Noyer. We do a lot of styling and a lot of creativities here. We also have our podcast network, which you guys are listening to right now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart. Shout out to all streaming platforms. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. But with that being said, in the background in the fashion industry and, being a stylist, working from people that are high end and from people that don't have a big name just yet, I definitely see that there's a need for that middle ground for individuals that are up and coming, for individuals that don't have a big budget, that would like to look nice, would still like to be up to par to industry standards, but do it on a budget. And it's not so many different places out here in Los Angeles to look for, or that's not asking for a big deposit or asking for a credit card or asking for a network being attached to it. You know, how many followers you have, what's your IG account, you know. So this is a beautiful, beautiful thing, not just for stylists, but for creatives in general to have access to. So what made you decide to do this, besides the obvious, but what made you decide to make this be an expansion of yours?
Well, I mean, for me, I mean, you already know this, but for the listeners out there, I actually worked for fashion and style houses here in LA. I worked for Marco Marco. You know, I interned and kind of worked with their network of other designers, which is House of Infinite Radness, which is phenomenal. I mean, they do stuff for everybody. They do, you know, Britney Spears, they've done Katy Perry, they've done Chris Brown, they've done like the gambit, like everybody. And so me just seeing the ins and outs and learning a lot of the business side of fashion there and how to do polls, it got to the point where I was like helping to run and kind of manage the showroom there and seeing things like, you know, the hurdles that stylists and individual artists had to, you know, go through to even be able to do a poll. And so just me learning the ropes of the business side of things and just thinking that that's like such a cool kind of business model, being able to rent clothes, you know, because a lot of people, you know, all over the US that kind of watch reality TV, they don't know that a lot of that stuff is not like actually purchased by the people wearing it. Like on the
Exactly.
it's rented. Like it's not like something that they bought. They didn't spend, you know, $15,000 on this gown.
Honey, you heard what Tiffany Haddish said. She had to let the reporter know. She said, listen, on the carpet of the Oscars, I believe. And she told her, honey, this is not a costume. I did not rent this. I paid for this. This is my hard-earned money. This is what money looks like. Now, not everybody can do that. Not everybody's going to pay $20,000 for a gown, you know? And I mean, so you're absolutely right.
Like, even at Fashion Week, like a lot of the bloggers and stuff that you see, they didn't pay for that. Like a lot of those brands will send them like a PR box. And after they wear that for, you know, Fashion Week for that specific show, they have to send it back.
Exactly. Dry clean and go right back.
Right. And they might get to keep a little like $100 gift, you know, here, there, you know, from, you know, whatever company. But so for me, seeing this kind of business model on that side of fashion, and then for me on the other end of the spectrum, actually being an artist who was trying to shoot, you know, music videos and trying to do photo shoots and trying to figure out where I can get clothes from, other than networking with up and coming designers who were trying to get their stuff on a body, I was like, okay, well, how is there some kind of structure in place where I can rent clothes for myself as an artist that are one of a kind, that are original, that are fun, that kind of fit the whole kind of artist profile instead of like other websites like Rent the Runway or like ThreadUp or whatever, where you're just kind of renting, you know, like ball gowns or just everyday stuff that you would see normal people wear anyways. Like I want
exactly
to pull that was original, that was fresh, that was, you know, interesting, a one of a kind piece, and then kind of put it into a structure that's affordable for up and coming artists where they could just go online, click, and, you know, pull stuff themselves. Or if they have a stylist, send the stylist to the website, you know, and pick, get the stuff sent to them, send it back after the event, and just have it be super streamlined and simple.
I love that. Well, first of all, thank you for doing that. And congratulations. I think that it's going to be an amazing, amazing experience. It's going to be an amazing road. And I wish you nothing but success. You know, we're going to be using a lot of your pieces, and we're going to be donating some pieces to you as well to put in your closet.
Let me know.
And
I don't have this in there.
Yes, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Okay, so that is super, super dope. So now, let's give the name of your showroom, your experience. Let's give a name of it, and where can we find it? How do we find it? How do we shop?
So it's ID Exhibit. That's kind of the name of the store, the online boutique that you can go to. ID Exhibit, and if you just go to idexhibit.com, you can find us there. And if you go on the pieces, you can see how much they are. If you just want to outright purchase it, like if you're like, I love this piece, it's one of a kind, I want it. You can either purchase it, or if you click on the actual individual item, it'll tell you how much it is to rent. And then from there, you can fill out a rental application. Super simple and easy, you know, to fill out. You know, it gets either approved or rejected within, you know, 24 to 48 hours. And from there on, you could just start doing polls.
Come on, approve or reject it. Hold on. Did y'all hear that? Listen, this is a serious situation, okay? Listen, iDestiny is nothing to play with. You're going to get professionalism. You're going to get everything that you think and above. So when you guys go on that website, make sure you guys are prepared to put your information in, and you will get approval within 24 hours. And hey, it's worth it, because you most of the time you want to get an opportunity to do this on any level, but to do this at a level where it's pieces from Los Angeles, it's pieces from a designer, from a performer, someone who's walked through your shoes, someone who understands what it's like. I think it's a beautiful thing. And once again, congratulations. Where can we find you on Instagram?
Thank you. Yeah, so if you go to at ID Exhibit on Instagram, you can find me there. You can see some of the pieces before they even drop on the site, which is nice, because if you want to DM me and be like, hey, put that aside for me real quick, I want that piece.
Yes.
I'm constantly adding new pieces every single week. So that is, the goal, to add at least one, if not 3, 4, 5 pieces every week. And a lot of the pieces are very kind of interesting, because a lot of them are actually vintage that have been upcycled. So whatever you're getting is going to be like a one-of-a-kind piece. You're not going to just be able to go and buy it at the mall or go on Rodeo and find something similar. Like a lot of these, it's just like, it's a one-of-a-kind, like vintage piece that's been like reworked to kind of fit today's model a little bit. So, just gives you that little upper echelon, that look. That's something that you're going for.
Oh, that's so cool. That is so, so awesome. Well, guys, we're so excited. We're going to pause for a second so we can have a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Listen, I am ready for whatever Noi Production has, because Noi Production is a great production.
Hi guys, I'm Latrice Marie with No More Covers Podcast.
Hey, I'm Regina. I'm the host of the Juicy Chatterbox Podcast right here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Powered by yours truly, House of Noye, on iHeart,
Apple Podcasts,
Spotify, and Apple Music,
and all other streaming podcast
platforms. We're available all day, every day. Whenever you're available, so are we.
Hi, okay, welcome back. Once again, it's your boy Dion, and I am sitting here with Destiny herself. Y'all know Rome had to go handle some business over there. He'll be back, okay, in the other segment, honey. He got somebody else that he wanted to do an interview with. Child, I don't know what's going on, but whatever. We here. We're excited. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Thank y'all so much for listening. Thank you to all of our listeners and our followers. We're so, so grateful. And we also wanted to let you guys know here at House of Noye, our company has expanded to the podcast productions. I want you guys to go and take a listen to Regina over there at the Juicy Chatterbox Podcast. You can catch her. She has a brand new show every Saturday, but you can listen to her throughout the week and get motivational tips, money Mondays, and Tenant Tuesdays. You can also take a listen to No More Covers Podcast by Latrice Marie. This podcast is dedicated to self-love, uncovering the truth, uncovering your pain, uncovering your laughter, uncovering happiness. This young lady is so brilliant. She's going to give you life and give you just amazing, amazing tips. So you guys go ahead and take a listen to that. We're so grateful for all of our listeners. Thank you. And back to Destiny in the building. Okay, so honey, we've been talking about these pieces.
Yeah.
I would love for you to let's get into it. Show us some pieces, show us what you have, so we can get an idea of what is there for us to rent, or can I buy what?
Okay, so the interesting thing about a lot of these pieces, like I mentioned previously, a lot of them are kind of reworked vintage. And because of that, a lot of them actually have really cool stories behind them. So the first one I'm going to start with is this blue suede dress.
Ooh.
So this dress initially was worn in Vogue, I think around the 60s.
Ooh. Oh, we love archive. We love details. Come on now.
No, and so after this dress was used, it just kind of sat in the stylist closet. She had an amazing kind of like showroom closet that she was just getting rid of. And this dress, albeit beautiful, did have like some damage to it. So I was like, well, how can we just like knock this out of the park? So we have this gold fringe here.
Oh, yes. Come on.
The big back cutout here for those of you that love like a good, sexy, like backless number. And it's just full on giving like full on stage performance. Like
I love it.
It's giving you Tina, like it's fringe, it's gold, it's suede, it's blue. Like, it pops off like on camera.
That suede is so beautiful. It looks so soft. I want to know. So you added the gold?
Yes, I hand painted that and then hand cut all the fringe.
See, that is very important. That's very important for people to know because that's self touch. That's like a personal touch. That's like a head. It's when something is done from your mind and you're able to put it down on paper, put it down on material, and it comes together as beautiful as that. And then it has a story to it, guys. So you guys are not just wearing pieces out of your nearest consignment shop. You are wearing pieces that have meaning, and even if it is from your nearest consignment shop, there's stories behind these clothes. And I recently heard that there's a lot of energy and a lot of things that comes with these clothes, when you buy old clothes and things like that. So I say embrace it, embrace the new opportunity and newfound chance to try on these clothes at ID Exhibit. I'm telling you guys, for those of you that cannot see this, you guys will be able to see it on our YouTube channel one day after this episode will actually be posted. So at 24 hours after this episode, the audio, you guys will see the actual visual on our website and on YouTube. Okay, so I love that piece. Let's get to the next one.
Okay, so this next one right here, actually, I saw this leather jacket and I immediately fell in love with it and was like, I want to do something fresh with this. Ooh! To like the vintage vibes and to like something.
I love it.
So this jacket initially was just all black, and I was just like, I feel like I want to do some sort of abstract design that somehow cool from the 80s a little bit without being like super on the nose. So I decided to kind of come up with this pattern that's very much like houndstooth, but like I said, a little bit more abstract. So it's on the front and on the back.
Wow.
Because I want to be able to have pieces for like men, women, non-binary, like, because for me, like, I love menswear. Like, I love men's blazers and like getting men's pants and just cutting them up.
Look, clothes are meant for everyone. Clothes are meant to have fun and to embrace who you are or what it is that you feel on the inside. So I think that's beautiful. I think that's smart. I think we're moving forward. I think it's unisex. So guys, don't feel that she only has pieces for men or she only has pieces for women. This is for everyone.
Everybody.
I love it. I love it.
On the site, you're not going to see tabs that say man, woman, whatever. You're not going to see that. You're just going to see tabs that say dress, jacket, pants. So it's like, if you go and you see, if you're a guy and you see some women's skinny jeans on there and you're like, I'm a total rock star, I could pull those off, and you want to be Harry Styles, pull that piece. Like, it's not going to rock out, do whatever you have to do. If you were a queen in the nightlife and you like, I love that blue dress and you want to pull that off and rock it, pull that blue suede dress and like work it out and take pictures because I want to see, and we'll post them on the Instagram.
Yes, and make sure you hashtag iDestinyExhibit. Hello. All right, here we go. What else you got for us? You got another piece?
Oh, I got so many. I have like a whole area. Okay,
let's get it. I love it.
This piece, so for me, I consider myself like a rescuer of like vintage and like old clothes. Like, I could be anywhere, and if I see something that I love, even if I know it doesn't fit me, like, I just buy it and I feel like I'm rescuing this piece. So I bought this piece knowing it didn't fit me, but I was like, I just love it so much. And this was like maybe 10 years ago. And I was like, I just have this vision in my head of like what I wanted to do with it. So this one has fringe as well. So I hand painted this skirt.
Ooh, we like. Shake, shake, shake.
And this is suede as well. So this is like a really heavy duty, like thick skirt. So it's definitely quality. It's not some cheap fabric where you put it on and it's going to shred. Like, it's suede, it's thick, there's lining, like, it's beautiful.
Love it. Fantastic. Love it. Ooh, you cannot go wrong with the high-waisted. Yes!
Yes. Again, blue leather. I have a thing about leather and suede and silk. Like, I love like real materials.
Yeah, texture. Yes. You like that heaviness, that thickness to it.
Yes, I need like a linen, silk.
Yes.
leather, suede. I need something there.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I got this. Well, this is actually a 2-piece set. There's a.
Ooh, we love a 2-piece. We love a 2-piece.
Where's the top? I think the top's in the other room. But this was actually a full dress. So I actually had some help with this. So I do work with a seamstress for some of the stuff that's a little bit more meticulous.
Yes. Yes.
Like, I only can have so much equipment here at my spot. So I do work with a seamstress just to make sure, because this again is like a brocade, like it's a very thick fabric, and then it has like the silk flowers. So I wanted to make sure the stitching was going to be flawless. So this was a full dress, and it became a 2-piece with like a crop top set. So.
Oh, I live for those moments. Okay, like, come on. Over here at House of Noye, guys, we love to be innovative and creative. And that is like something that I would totally do. And I never seen another person do that. So that's so cool. And I cannot wait to see the other piece. So you got to grab that and post that online.
Oh, it's all over the Instagram page.
Oh, okay. I got to check that out. Okay, guys, we're going to put a link in the bio for you guys to check out the Instagram so you guys can see it if you're just so anxious and you want to see it before you can see it in 24 hours. Okay, let's get it popping. What else we got?
Okay, so this was another vintage skirt that was very, very like a super long pencil skirt. So I cut it into a mini and did some slits.
Come through, honey. Y'all see the 2 slits in the front? Oh!
Ostrich pattern, like that ostrich leather.
Yes.
It's giving you very much like 90s R&B girl group, like, when they had like the chocolate lipstick with like the chocolate tube top and then the
that part. That part right there.
In that vibe, the 90s are coming back. Everybody wants the little sexy minis with the slits. So I'm giving it to you in a nice ostrich leather that is very sexy. And you're not going to go to the club and find anybody with that on. Like, you're not going to go to any red carpet event. That's going to be an original piece that stands out. So.
One of a kind, guys. Original piece.
Yes.
I love it. Let me ask you a question while you're grabbing the next piece. Where do you see this company in the next 6 months?
Well, in the next 6 months, I hope to have at least 100 pieces that people can pull from. I'm going to be adding a lot more accessories. And I also want to add, more sizes, because some of my plus size girls be slaying the game down. And I really want to find pieces for y'all that you guys love that look amazing, because it's just, I have so many amazing plus size homegirls that are out here like doing music and doing amazing music videos and like just some dope content. And it's like, y'all need some fly fierce pieces to go along with everything that you're doing, like all that creativity. So definitely want to do the spectrum of sizes, everything from like XX small to like 2, 3 XL, like, and beyond. Like, we want everything for everybody. So. Okay.
Did you guys hear that? It is size inclusive. There's a lot of inclusivity going on around here, and we are all about that. There's so many times in a day where Rome and I will be styling someone that is plus size, or maybe a little more curvier and have a little more booty, or the breasts are a little bit bigger, so the shirt fit but the pants don't. You have to find an opposite pants, and sometimes that they don't have it in that size. So this is for those moments where you cannot find it at your nearest shopping mall, and most of the time you're not going to find it at a department store. So this is a place for you girls any size, or guys any size, where you can actually rent you some great pieces or actually have an opportunity to buy them as well. So once again, this ID exhibit, you guys make sure you guys check it out, okay?
We're going to be adding more pieces. All right, I'm going to show y'all this last one, and I'm going to save the rest of the collection for y'all to see online. But this piece right here, this is a leather dress that has kind of like the collar,
details,
very 80s inspired. It's got like zippers and buckles and stuff kind of all over it, which is really cool. I just love pieces like this where it's just like, it's literally just one piece, but if you put it on, it looks like you tried if you just add a couple pieces of jewelry. So that's another thing that I'm opting to do, trying to find standout pieces. That way, for those of you that don't have a budget for a stylist and you don't really know how to put outfits together, but you're extremely talented. I see this all the time, especially with singer-songwriters. Amazing talent as far as music, but when it comes to styling, they're like, I don't know. So with these pieces, you could just get one, throw it on, and if you just put on a few pieces of jewelry, like, it automatically looks like you tried and you look amazing.
Wow. That is so, you know what? You're so thoughtful. And I think it has a lot to do with you being in the position of being in front of the camera and also being behind the camera, you being on stage and also, being a student. I think, it's so beautiful to see that you're always studying the market. You're always studying what people need. And I think that's such a beautiful thing. And I just want to congratulate you. I see you going even further than you think. I see this being such an amazing experience for a lot of people here in Los Angeles, guys. You guys don't understand how hard it is for stylists to find a place that accepts them and not based off of finances or the connection or the name that you're actually dropping to you. So, I mean, I've seen it. I've seen where you yourself as a stylist can be credible, but you may be working with a client that is not credible. They may not like a headline, that week. And you go into these places and they're like really just judging you off of likes and clicks and views. So this is a great opportunity. I'm so excited, that we have it and it's coming from you. And we get to use it for our magazine as well, because we always use different stuff for our magazine and styling people as well. All right, we're running out of time. We got 10 minutes left. And before I go, I want to just take this time to give Destiny the moment and the floor to talk about where do you see this company going in the next 5 years?
Oh my gosh. In the next 5 years, I definitely want to have a physical showroom to go along with it, just because I want to eventually branch out and do more custom pieces. I used to do a lot of more custom jewelry pieces, like way back when I was doing like full on body chains. And
honey, let me tell you guys, look, y'all don't listen. The pieces were and will always be iconic. I mean, it was so beautiful for it to be my first photo shoot in LA. I'll tell you all about it. I'm going to actually show you. I'll show the pictures when we post this episode. It is so cool. Like, it was so dope. I had like at one point I put on all the necklaces because I'm just like,
like 25 pieces, like
yes, I love my pieces. And so that was really, really cool. So I'm going to share it with you guys later on, Throwback Thursday or something like that. Another question I have for you is, where is the new music? Are we getting new music soon?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so for those of y'all that don't know in this space, I dropped a project. It'll almost be a year since that project dropped. I think it was May 5th of last year? I think it was sometime in May that my album dropped that I had been crowdfunding for. And it was just such an amazing process, just being in the studio and being able to create kind of through the pandemic. And so actually, while I was in the process of recording and putting that whole album out, I was in the process of writing another one. So, I mean, once I kind of get the logistics and the budget and everything together, I will be recording that. But that project is almost completely written. So, yeah. So
that is so
pandemic,
cool.
I felt like I was just writing. I was in such a creative space. I was literally going to the beach like once a week at like midnight to just like meditate and write. And I would bring my iPad with me and just kind of create in that space. And it was just so like beautiful and meditative because it's like, it was quarantine. So it was like everybody was in the house. So it's like, I have the beach to myself, just be out there, just with the ocean and the wind and kind of vibing and everything. And that's kind of how I created that first project. But the second project is written. I just need to actually go in and record it and figure out when is the time to drop it, especially in the midst of like all of this stuff I'm trying to launch.
That is so cool. So guys, we will be getting the album soon or something. And if I have anything to do with it, I would love to produce a couple songs. Rome and I, we actually record and engineer our own music. We have an album we've been working on. And so, you've been waiting on it?
I'm waiting on.
Oh my God, it's off the chain. We're so excited. But this is not about us. It's about us working with you. And we have some songs and things, or we want to, if you have songs that you don't have instrumentals to, we can create some stuff together, and whatever we can do to help you make it happen, we can do that.
I'm so down. I have tons of stuff written, so we gonna have a lot to cover. There's a lot to work with there.
I love it. So you mentioned that this is an expansion of your company. Can you let people know what else the overall view of your company?
Okay, so my initial company that I launched fully was Sailing in the Desert, and that's my media company. So with that company, again, my goal was to really kind of help up and coming artists that just really didn't have the budget for let's say a music video or a promo clip for whatever they were doing. So I want to say for several months or so, I actually, when I was staying with a friend of mine, he was working in the film industry, and he would always bring me on set. I would style a lot of his models, and I learned a lot about, using cameras and lighting and all that kind of stuff. And from there, just kind of dove in, just learning cameras, learning more, learning how to work with different people, learning how to schedule shoots. And from there, that's kind of where Sailing in the Desert was born, just really helping artists, learn how to either shoot their own stuff or actually shooting it for them, doing promo stuff for small companies. I have a friend who has a wine company. So I was going to her events and kind of shooting behind the scenes. So just really helping from that hand, everything from building websites to SEO. All the things that up and coming artists want to know about, but just feel really intimidated by. So ID Exhibit is a branch of that. So adding to that, it's you can come, have me do a whole treatment to shoot a music video for you, as well as you'll be able to pull clothes and pull jewelry for that music video, along under that company. But then we can launch it, and I can help you launch your YouTube channel and do your SEO and kind of help you marketing in that way. Because again, that's something that I've been doing for 7+ years is YouTube. So it's all these different avenues where I just feel up and coming artists are kind of weakened in because we don't have a team, anymore. A lot of people are straying away from being with labels and want to be independent. And to be independent, you really need, a village or people, on your same level that can kind of help push you forward. So that's kind of what Sailing in the Desert is. It's a very small boutique, budget-friendly media company to kind of help you launch yourself.
Oh, wow. This is so cool, guys. I am so excited. I'm hyped because there's so much that I want to say. I'm going to tell you off camera, but darling, we are so aligned, and I feel like everything happens for a reason. And I'm a big God believer. I believe in God. I know that everything happens for a reason, and I trust his process, and I trust timing. So guys, we got some big things coming to you very, very soon, that Destiny and I will be able to talk about, because I just feel it. I feel it, and I'm so excited.
We need to have a whole meetup just in general.
Yes, just period. You need to just come over, I come up, whatever. We just hang out. Yeah, okay? But yeah, guys, thank y'all so much for listening. You can find her, once again, can you please shout out your Instagram?
Yes, ID Exhibit for the fashion pulls and everything, or the Destiny for me personally to see kind of all the different projects that I'm maneuvering through.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Once again, you are listening to MMI Talk Podcast, available on all streaming platforms. Shout out to iHeart, shout out to Amazon, shout out to all our people over there, Spotify and iTunes. Thank y'all so much. This has been another episode, a great segment. Thank you, Destiny, so much. We're going to end it right here. And then before you leave, I want to tell you something. Okay, so we just love you guys so much.
Yes, we do, and we thank you for listening in.
Yes,
welcome to the family.
Welcome to the family. All right, ta-ta until when?
Next time.
Bye.
Thank
y'all so much
for being here.
This was so fun. This was just so it was.